Good morning. It's Lydia Knox of the Three Dog Art Studio, and I come to you with magic, astrology, and art. And I'm a witch. I'm a writer, an artist, and a creative, and I get what it's like to try and negotiate through this world in a magical and creative way and try to be your authentic self. So this live show, and if you're catching me on YouTube, this particular show, I'm going to focus on the new moon that's coming tomorrow. But first I'm going to go with what's happening today, because today the moon and Mercury meet up in Libra. So we got like this moment of Zen, this moment of peace, this moment of feeling good about ourselves. The only tension that happens is between the moon and Mercury and Pluto in Capricorn. However, this allows us the opportunity to dig deep, to do some research, to examine the way we think, the way we feel, to look at our history and the way some of the resentments we have been feeling, or what are our ambitions moving forward. A lot of truths that were hidden are exposed into the light right now. And this is a very air and earth kind of energy. So basically, Mercury is one of the few gods that actually travels into the underworld as a messenger and travels out of the underworld. So that is our thought process, being able to dig in deep and to come to terms with our secrets that we hold in our hearts. This is a great time to face fear. It's a wonderful time to do tarot card reading, astrology reading, read up on psychology, look at our shadow selves, deal with our budget issues, things that we have been putting off for a while. It's time to kind of work for those and to challenge our minds, like to try and solve any puzzles that we have before us. The moon also connects with Jupiter in Aquarius in a good way, because this is both are in air signs. Jupiter, the god of thunder and the god of abundance, is in Aquarius, and the moon is in justice and balance, Libra. And so creatively, we connect with our feelings. And if you can, try to meet up with some of your artist friends, your creative friends, network a bit, exchange ideas, because you might actually find some gold in the process of finding that. So, okay, after that, I'm just going to dive into the new moon. I've been talking about the new moon for a while here, and now I'm just going to go right in there. So it's going to be tense. So the universe is asking us to look at our shadow selves, to examine our secrets and the things that we feel shame for. Like, this is a new moon in Scorpio. It's all about deaths, taxes, money that we don't owe, things that we're ashamed of, body parts that we hide, all those things, right? And all those scars that make us vulnerable are going to be clear and exposed thanks to the interaction between the moon and the sun in Scorpio and Uranus in Taurus, which is directly opposition. So they're at 12 degrees. They're both at the same degree. So it's even more intense than usual. And Taurus, Uranus inspires us to shake things up, to look at things in a new way, to be open, to be more independent, to be more freedom-loving. And because it's in Taurus, it has to do with money, has to do with possessions, has to do with values, what we value within ourselves, has to do with nature. Hence the all this talk about climate change and making changes about climate change, this is our dirty secret as a society, right? All the garbage that we have on this planet is our dirty secret. And it's time to kind of look at it and say, oh my God, if we continue this way, we're going to destroy ourselves. So, yeah, so on a macrocosm kind of perspective of this, we as a society, which is very Saturn in Aquarius, asks us to look at our role in society and how we play along with society and how we get along with other people. We're being asked to kind of change our ways, right? So even as a creative, so are you recycling your cardboard? What kind of materials do you use to pack? Right? What kind of art supplies do you use, and do you dispose of them correctly, or do you just, you know, use tons of plastic and stuff like that? So I myself try to recycle as much packing material as I possibly can. I usually ask friends for, you know, old used bubble wrap, stuff like that, newsprint, anything that I can get my hands on that I can transform into packing materials and yet still make the package look professional and nice. So that's what I do. That's my shtick. And I do not use any turpentine, right? I use actually use a little bit of turpentine just to clean my brushes, but mostly I never use it on my paintings, and hence they dry a little slower, and I'm okay with that. I use walnut oil, so that's a little bit more environmentally friendly than linseed oil, and yeah, and I try to recycle wherever I can and however I can. So can I improve? Yes, I can, and that is the new moon offers me the opportunity to think about how I can improve things to make them better, or how I can improve things to make society better, right? By doing this, by admitting that we are hitting the danger zone, or we are hitting the bottom of whatever it is that is holding us back, whether it be our shadow self, whether it be addictions to food, or addictions to alcohol or smoking, or whatever it is that binds us down, we are coming to the point where we have to make a change. And Scorpio energy is all about that. It's all about the transformation, where you rise up from the ashes like a phoenix, right? No more are you vulnerable and secret. When you reveal yourself and you become your authentic person, which is another thing that Saturn in Aquarius gives us. That's the gift that Saturn in Aquarius gives us. We basically become stronger. And so we're working towards the full moon that's coming up later on in this month, and it'll be a lunar eclipse. So this is a very intense time from this new moon to the full moon. So keep that in mind as you move forward, that if you find that the energy is super intense, that is why. And we can just ride it as creatives. The more intense things are, the more the muse speaks, right? The more we can find our vision or listen to our dreams and see what it is that we want to create. What is the next thing that we want to say as artists and creatives and witches? So with this in mind, I would say that during the new moon, the magic that you want to do from now and as the moon becomes darker and darker before it becomes a sliver of a new moon, this is our last chance to get rid of anything that that holds us down. So as witches, it's time to clean up. So how do you do that? Today is Wednesday, so it is Woden's Day. It is actually a fortunate day, despite the fact that it's called Hump Day. So this is a great day to clean your floors and what better way to do it is then to put some essential oil, some magical oil in there to clean your floors. So vacuum it up, take the dirt that you have, and make sure that you take it to a bin that's far away from your house. So you're basically getting rid of all the dirt and the dust in your house. And if you're washing your floor, I recommend basil oil, peppermint oil. Those are good oils for manifesting stuff as the moon becomes new. So, and work daysel, which is clockwise, around your house. And as you clean, like, you know, just use the circular fashion and kind of see things coming to fruition. But if you feel that you've got lots of negativity in your house, you got a ghost or something like that in there, then I would say go widdershins, because you want to get rid of that energy. Open the windows, go like counterclockwise through the house, and as you clean, and imagine your space being all the negative influences being removed from your space as the moon is dark. So with that, I'm going to leave you. Stay creative, stay magical. If you're catching me on YouTube, remember to like and subscribe. And also, if you need special astrology consultation, please hit my link tree in my bio on Instagram, or just my bio has a link to my astrology services, and book a reading with me. All right, so with that, I'm going to say thank you, stay creative, stay magical, and take care.